Aiden Moffat, we're at the end of the first day of the Goodyear tyre test here at Snetterton. How's your day gone?
Yeah, it's not been as much running as we'd have as hoped to have done, but we've been trying quite a lot of different things with the car. We missed a lot of pre-season. I think we've only really got half a day's worth of running pre-season, and the season's been so packed close with the first half of it. We've not really had a chance to push the boat out on the setups, kind of go different directions from the normal. We've been kind of stuck in an area where we can only really tweak. So it's been a day of getting a handful of laps and trying quite drastic things, another handful of laps, trying quite drastic things, and collecting a bit of a database of information and seeing how the car reacts to maybe different ends of the spectrum. And we'll have a little look at things tonight, try and get a plan and do some more of that tomorrow, and hopefully we can then go away from these 2 days and put together a different package for Knockhill and onwards.
Knockhill up next, as you mentioned. Matt must give you and the team, as it's a home event for you guys, a lot of momentum going into that.
Yeah, I mean, our two biggest issues just now are the straight line speed and the torque out of the corners, and that's so important in Knockhill, coming out of that hairpin up the hill over the start-finish line. That straight line speed and torque is quite important, and we're lacking a little bit there. That's been a big issue all season, following some of the other cars. They have the legs on us a bit on the straight lines. The other issue we've been having is kind of the curb strikes of the car, and coming off the curbs there's been a lot of bouncing across the track.
That's all right.
Creasy,
come on.
Creasy does what he wants, doesn't he, in his flip-flops. Yeah. So that's been the other issue, which is such an important characteristic to the car around Knockhill. Turn one's high commitment over the curb. The chicane's obviously all about commitment, and it's not so much about the curb, it's about trying to get settled coming off the curb and the drive, which is where we lack. And so I think it's going to be quite a difficult one, despite the fact that I tend to go well there and the car has done in the past. So I think these 2 days it's so important to try and iron out those issues, try and make a bit of a step forward and give ourselves a fighting chance for Knockhill.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got a new teammate this year, Dexter Patterson. I imagine he must have learnt a lot off you, and it must be nice for you to not be the youngest driver in the team for once.
Yeah, it's Dexter's a very, very quick driver. It's just it's an experience thing. It's these cars, there's so much you can do to them that each track he comes to as well. And the way you drive these cars, you realise he's sometimes learning tracks, and if he's not learning the track, he's learning how to drive these cars on the track. So he's got a lot to learn. On a touring car weekend, there's not a lot of time to learn. There's 2 40-minute sessions, you're into quali, into races, and you've seen how tight it is this year. Without a strong qualifying, it's hard to race through. So quali's key, and he's at a stage where I used to be, where you're getting quicker in the races than you were in quali, because you're learning the track and the car. And I think I think once he's got the experience of the tracks, he's going to be an extremely quick driver. The cars aren't there yet. We've hustled a couple of good results out of it with a bit of experience of the car, but I think when we get on top of these things, I'll really show his experience and his potential.
Well, thank you very much. Best of luck, and see you at Knockhill.
Thank you very much, mate.